Still waiting for the absolutely definitive result of this check. But I must admit, I felt that his first run and the ball over the top, he was just offside. Casemiro and Yancy Bono are being called over to talk to the referee. There are lasers being shined into players' faces. I saw it into Weverton's face as Ziyech was coming up to take that free kick a moment ago, and someone's trying to shine it into Casemiro's face. Not very clever, that. This is a very, very, very long check on this potential goal from Vinicius Junior. It's offside, and it's a free kick to Morocco, and I think that's the right decision. And it's closer looked with the naked eye. He looked about half a pace offside with the naked eye. It was more like half a centimetre, but the goal does not stand. It's 0-0. Again, Bono. Twice now Morocco have dug a hole for themselves, and they're fortunate that Brazil have not made them pay. Here's Ziyech. Picked up by El Khanous, who couldn't keep hold of possession, but Brazil have given it back, and now they might be in. El Khanous, Boufal on the turn, and Morocco lead. Sofiane Boufal for Morocco. What a marvellous moment for him, and for the 65,000 predominantly Moroccan supporters in this stadium. Hakim Ziyech with a really positive run forward. That was a poor touch by Ibanez, and they never really got out of trouble. Boufal won the ball back, and then took the return pass and swivelled and directed it low past Weverton, who was wrong-footed completely by the pirouette from Morocco's Sofiane Boufal. And it's Morocco 1, Brazil 0 in Tangier. Sofiane Boufal's 7th goal for his country. And this electric atmosphere has just been notched up still more. 1-0, the home side lead. Half an hour played. Boufal, the goal scorer. Again for Romain Saiss. I think there was more goals in this game. El Khanous away to Masraoui. Forward to Unahi. It's a free kick to Brazil. And a little bit of nonsense here. Well, you'd never believe that this was a friendly international. Tunisian referee's got a job on. Getting some help from his assistants. It's a frenetic, volatile feeling atmosphere, and both sets of players are getting involved in it. Well, there's a bit of a hug now between Eder Militao and El Khanous, but they weren't hugging earlier. That's what sparked it. 1, Brazil 0. Alex Telles for Brazil. Rodrigo. So 4 attempts on target in the game in half an hour, one of them into the back of the net and counting. One from Vinicius Junior into the back of the net and not counting. Eder Militao with the forward ball for Brazil. What does Ramon Menezes make of this, the stand-in coach for the Seleção? What does he make of it? Morocco have a game against Peru on Tuesday. Look at the crowd. Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta's forward ball, looking for Vinicius Junior. Bono actually dropped that. He's not had his most secure 33 minutes, the Moroccan goalkeeper. It's a free kick. Taken by Casemiro. Lifted away to Emerson. Ibanez. Casemiro. Back in, and it's lofted over the top by Rodrigo. That's a big chance. Couldn't control the half volley. He's only ever scored once for Brazil, Rodrigo. This is his 13th appearance. Should have got that on target, really. Blazing it. The home crowd are absolutely loving every second of this. Pretty sure that Ramon Menezes is not. Hussein Mazraoui nearly put Morocco in front before Sofiane Boufal did. Bono to Amrabat. Romain Saïs. Amrabat, Mazraoui. Saïs. Clearing Boufal. Nahi chasing it. Alex Telles is there. Now Eder Militao under pressure from Sofiane Boufal, who just caught him. Eder Militao not impressed with this challenge. You can see why when you see it in slow motion. Amrabat getting away from the young debutant Andre Santos, wearing number 8 for Brazil. Signed by Chelsea and then loaned to Vasco da Gama, and they couldn't get him a work permit. This is his international debut. En-Nesyri. Still going. Ziyech forward, Boufal forward. En-Nesyri. Decent cross, chance for Ziyech. Bit wild, Hakim Ziyech. Right, he loved the build-up, rightly so. Ziyech reflects on a real opportunity. Good play by En-Nesyri, carried it a long, long way. Lovely little layoff. What a good game this has been. Amrabat. Boufal. Unahi looking for Cal. Took a deflection, he thinks. officials don't, this will tell us. Actually, not definitive, really. Did it come off Eder Militao? Yes, it did. Should have been a corner. Vinicius Junior. Free kick. Hakimi just pushed him. He's saying it was shoulder only. I think it was shoulder and a bit of arm. But Vinicius Junior wasn't going to waste the opportunity to go to ground. This was the chance for Hakim Ziyech. Meantime, Brazil free kick at the other end. Ibanez amongst those inside the Moroccan penalty area. Two men in a wall. It's clipped in by Alex Telles, headed away only as far as Vinicius Junior. Lucas Paqueta back in. Lucas Paqueta once more. Rodrigo is there, and it's driven across goal and was blocked importantly. It was En-Nesyri who got himself in the way of it. Real pressure now on the Moroccan goal. And it's Telles with this throw-in for Brazil. Ibanez, Lucas Paqueta. Nicely dinked around the corner, but Alex Telles was caught in the starting blocks, really. .50 years old, Ramon Menezes. He was coach at Vasco. And will, I think, carry on with Brazil's under-20s once a full-time coach is appointed. That's a free kick foul by Buffal. Goal blocked by En-Nesyri as it was driven in with the outside of the right boot for Brazil by Ronnie. Now Ronnie for Brazil, yellow shirts arriving in the middle. Amrabat was there. Buffal helping it further on its way. And it's Telles collecting and finding Vinicius Junior. That's an attempted goal, I think, and it wasn't that far away. It had Yassine Bono backpedaling for sure. Put it past Vinicius to get that on target from there. Cross or shot, whatever it was, it certainly had Bono worried for a second. The last 5 minutes of normal time then in this first half. Highly competitive, very entertaining half it's been so far. Goal scored by Sofiane Buffal for Morocco, just shy of the half-hour mark. 1-0 they lead. Eder Militao, Emerson, Lucas Paqueta, Casemiro, Emerson, Eder Militao, Casemiro. Andres Santos is caught. It's going to be a free kick for the foul by Bilal El Khanous, and it is finally a yellow card. The referee from Tunisia has done everything he can not to show a yellow card. He could have shown several, in all honesty, in this half, but he's not letting that go. It's a yellow card for Bilal El Khanous, the very, very young man in the Moroccan midfield, 18 years old. Very surprised if he scores from there, or even tries to. He didn't. He's coming in towards Ibanez, who couldn't reach it. Well, when you think you may only get one shot at being the coach of Brazil, pick a really inexperienced side against a really strong opponent away from home, you are being brave. And Ramon Menezes was brave with his squad selection. Maybe seeing the bigger, longer-term picture, valuing experience for youngsters over his own record in what's likely to be his only match in charge. Ziyech has won a throw. Inahi, it's a foul by Andre Santos. Inahi. Made the move to Marseille after the World Cup, Azzedine Ounahi. It's a goal kick to Brazil. We're into the 45th minute of normal time in the half. Brazil's World Cup one started with that 2-0 win over Serbia. It all looked pretty set fair, really. Serbia and Switzerland were beaten in the first two group games. There was a defeat to Cameroon, which didn't matter too much because they were progressing from the group anyway. Then a big round of 16 victory over Korea Republic. And then it all ended suddenly in a shootout at Education City. As 2 of 4 penalties were missed. Marquinhos and Rodrigo missing from the penalty spot as Croatia went on. The next tennis blocked by Unai. Hakimi. Bilal El Khanous immediately firing it away to Sofiane Boufal, who wasn't quite on the same wavelength and certainly not thinking quite as quickly. There's going to be a minimum of 2 added minutes at the end of the first half, which has been a really good watch. It's been one which has threatened to boil over at times, spurred on by a capacity crowd who are fueled by enthusiasm. Changed by Boufal on Emerson. Rodrigo back to Emerson. Eder Militao under pressure from En-Nesyri. He got out of a real hole there, Eder Militao. It's a Brazilian throw-in. Ibanez, Lucas Paqueta, with Santos around the corner, but Morocco can launch what will be the last attack of the first half. Azzedine Ounahi onto Hakim Ziyech, looking for Ounahi, finding Ounahi. Ounahi's ball is good, Boufal completely mishit it. Casemiro forward to Vinicius Junior. Amrabat hurled himself into that. It's going to be a free kick to Brazil. It was a really poor challenge And Vinicius Junior is saying, and I'm not surprised, it should be a yellow card for Sofiane Amrabat. The way he approached that challenge, he dived into it with studs raised. This was the brilliant bit of play at the other end. Unahi looking for Boufal. It was a bobble. It was a big bobble that did for Sofiane Boufal there. But Amrabat is booked, and rightly so, for what was a poor challenge on Vinicius Junior. It's two in the book now for Morocco, Amrabat and El Khanous. This will be the last chance of the first half. Alex Telles with the free kick for Brazil. Hidden away as far as Hakim Ziyech. And the referee from Tunisia blows his whistle. It's been a high-octane first 45 minutes this, and Morocco lead it by 1-0. A goal scored by Sofiane Boufal for the World Cup semi-finalists in what's been a really, really outstanding first 45 minutes. Vinicius Junior had a goal rightly disallowed for a very tight offside call. Really good stuff. Half-time, Morocco 1, Brazil 0.
بكم مرة أخرى مشاهدينا الأعزاء. الشوط الأول ينتهي بهذا التعادل بهدف لمثله، وربما كان لدى المغرب الكثير من الفرص لإنهاء الشوط الأول متقدمة بأكثر من هدف وحيد الذي سجله الصيبري. عموما انتهى الشوط بهذا التعادل الإيجابي بعد أن رد فينيسيوس بهدف التعادل. سنعود الحديث عن الشوط الأول وأبرز ما جاء فيه مع محللي بي إن سبورتس، ولكن سنتوقف أولا مع فاصل قصير نعود بعده بإذن الله تعالى لتحليل ما حدث في هذا الشوط الأول المثير كثير فرص كما توقع. ابقوا معنا.
خير صيف وتحت الشمس واشرب كرك عادي. مباراة يبا عادي نمدد يومين بنمدد اسبوع.
المباريات جاية بالليل. أبا خذني غفلة. راحت عليك نومة؟ جربت كل الحلول وما في فايدة. بيبسي نايت اديشن صح أكثر. خليك صاحي. خليك متعطش.
أنا زي
أهلا أبو حميد.
ايه الاخبار؟ طويله 8 كمل. جاي اهو.
ايه جايكم الحين.
مختلفون يجمعنا بنك واحد.
كل صيف أنت اللي تختار
عارفين النتيجة،
وهالمرة حنا اللي بنقرر وبنخلي صيفنا على كيفنا. لو سمحت نبغى غرفتين متصلة. كيف تخرج من دون واقي شمس؟ هاي جوال واستمتعي بالطبيعة. ليش الشارك لا تبرد؟ والمباريات نشوفها على كيفنا.
هذه الإجازة حنا اللي بنختار
ونخلي صيفنا على كيفنا.
احجز عروض الصيف على كيفهم.
هكذا كانت الفرحة الكبيرة في العاصمة المغربية الرباط بهدف صايبري الدقيقة 21. هدف تاريخي أول للمغرب في مرمى البرازيل بعد الخسارة بثلاثية نظيفة في 98. منتخب المغرب قدم شوطا أول مثاليا كان ربما يستحق أن يخرج من خلاله متقدما بهدفين على الأقل، لكن ذلك لم يحدث بعد عودة البرازيل عن طريق نجمها الأول فينيسيوس جونيور. أهلا بحضراتكم من جديد. سنتحدث عن الشوط الأول المثير في أكثر المباراة ترقبا في الدور الأول من المجموعات. فرناندينيو في الشوط الأول شعرنا بأن البرازيل شبيهة جدا بطريقة لعب ريال مدريد مع أنشيلوتي في إعطاء الكرة للمنافس وانتظار أقل فرص للتسجيل.
نعم، وأعطيكم كرأي المباراة كانت صعبة للغاية، خاصة أتحدث عن الشوط الأول. والمغرب كان جيدا للغاية في منتصف الملعب وكان أفضل من المنتخب البرازيلي، وخاصة في خط الوسط أفضل من كازيميرو وبرونو جيميرايس. لذلك كان خط وسط المغرب هو المسيطر واستطاع بتمرير الكرة للمهاجم وتسجيل هدف جميل للغاية. لننتظر الشوط الثاني وننتظر من أنشيلوتي تعديل وتصحيح الأخطاء التي ارتكبها خط الوسط، ومن يدري من خلال ذلك نستطيع العودة والفوز على منتخب المغرب وخلال الضغط العالي في منطقة دفاعهم.
الشوط الأول محمد 12 تسديد المغرب مقابل 6 فقط للبرازيل. هل يجب أن نشعر بنوع من الندم على إضاعة الفرص وإضاعة كل؟
بالنسبة للفريق فهناك التزام بالجوانب بدون كرة اللي كنت متخوف منها،
ونجحت فكرة مهاجم الوهمي في الهدف.
عشان كده أنا بقول لك ده دور مهم، ده التنظيم الفريق أول ما بيفقد الكرة. التنظيم، الخطوط قريبة من بعض، الخطوط قريبة من بعض، منطقة الضغط بتبقى في نص الملعب. أول ما بتروح على الأطراف هي الأقل بالنسبة للمنتخب البرازيلي، عندهمش حلول. أول بيضغطوا على طول بثلاث تمريرات، مزراوي لدياز، تحرك مميز بالنسبه لسايبر، بثلاث تمريرات وصلوا وسجلوا هدف بالنسبه للمنتخب البرازيلي. دي الفكره العامه اللي عايز وهبي يلعب بيها الفريق، ازاي بدون كوره شكل الفريق، وبكوره ازاي السرعه والمساحات الموجوده بالنسبه للفريق. فنجاح كبير كبير في اول 30 دقيقه، انما لازم تفتكر ان انت بتلعب البرازيل، وخاصه ناحيه حكيمي لازم يبقى يخلي باله من المساحات اللي بيشتغل فيها فينيسيوس. انما الشكل مميز، شوط متوازن، في خطوره وفي فرص بالنسبه للفريق وفي نديه. الفريق تحس انه نازل ند بند مع المنتخب البرازيلي. اعتقد نجاح كبير حتى الان، ربما كان الفرص كان يجب استغلالها بصوره افضل بالنسبه للمنتخب المغربي.
ذكرنا رومان سايس قبل المباراه بانها بشكل كبير معركه او منافسه في خط الوسط. خط الوسط للمغرب تفوق بشكل كبير، سواء بوعدي او أناحي أو دياز أو الخنوس أو حتى العيناوي. شوط أول مثالي.
فعلا نعم، في الحقيقة كانوا منضبطين جدا تكتيكيا.
حكيمي. هو فينيسيوس هو الخطير الوحيد الخطير، فلازم انت بتحرك حكيمي لقدام، لازم لعيب نص الملعب زي العناوي يقف عشان يبقى يقدر يحمي المساحه اللي موجوده فيها.
الهجوميه ممتاز، كان يمكن يسجل الشوط الاول.
انا عشان كده بقول لك الناحيه الهجوميه ماشي شغال، انما لما بتفقد الكره هو الخطوره ناحيه فينيسيوس، فلازم الديناميكيه او الشكل بتاع الفريق دفاعيا يبقى لازم حد يمين من نص الملعب عشان تقفل المساحه الخطوره بالنسبه للمنتخب البرازيلي.
طبعا نستمع الان لماركينيوس قائد منتخب برازيلي متحدثا في ارضيه ملعب المباراه بعد نهايه الشوط الاول.
Principalmente no começo, né? Eu acho que a seleção do Marrocos começou bem, né? Conseguiram o gol ali numa perca de bola nossa.
أن يستغل الفرصة من خطأ ارتكبناه، لذلك فريق المغرب مميز للغاية حيث وصل إلى النصف النهائي في مونديال قطر. ستكون مباراة قوية ونحن استطعنا التعديل في آخر 15 دقيقة، لذلك في الشوط الثاني
من طنجة للكويرة كل قلوب كلها معاكم، تاريخ كبير كتبته والعالم كله شفاكم، العزيمة والإصرار هي سيرة جدودنا، شبكة هزوة الفرحة تهي بلادنا، لي رابحين بقدرة الرحمن، رايتنا الحمراء والخضراء ترفرف كل مكان. ألي 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 باروكان التمريرة سريعة والدفاع وقف صنديد، الجمهور معكم يهتف كل ماتش شعيد جديد، قلوبنا معاكم الكورة نفس والغيرة في الدم، لا مغاربة في كل قارة نساوي الشدة والهم، لعبوك ما عرفناكم روح وطنية، النصر لنا إن شاء الله بالجهد والنية. ألي 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 باروكان في المونديال علي ورايا سلطان، الرجلة والنية هادوا الأسود في الميدان، جيبوا يا ولاد هادوا حوق عالدار، ألي ألي المغرب عمره ما يخاف، بكم المغرب زاهي بكم الراس مرفوع. ألي 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 باروكان في المونديال علي والراية سطار، الرجلة والنية هادوا الأسود في الميدان، جيبوها يا الولاد وفرحوا قعدار، ألي ألي المغرب عمره ما يخاف، بكم المغرب زاهي بكم الراس مرفوع. ليام زينة ومغربنا ديما في العالي، يا وجيبوها يا لولا، المغرب راها زاهية والمونديال علينا نادي، الرايات حمراء عليا في كل بلاد وبلاد يالي، يا لو ديروا النية والمغربي عزيز عليا، اسود لنطلص يمين بالح الحمراء والخضراء ترفرف مع الريح، من طنجة للكويرة الشعب كامل مجد ديبة، تاريخنا كله
side. Sado Selmi from Tunisia will blow his whistle, and it will be Morocco in the red shirts and green shorts to get this game underway against Brazil in the yellow jerseys, blue shorts and white socks. And off we go in this prestige international in Tangier. Ashraf Hakimi plays the ball back into Naya Faghed, and on to captain Romain Saiss. Faghed to Hakimi, closed down by Lucas Paqueta, found Sofiane Amrabat, who was felled, and it's a free kick to Morocco after the foul by Rodrigo. Yassine Bono is the man in goal for Morocco. It's Amrabat at the base of that midfield. Yassine Bono to Naya Faghed. Here is Unahi. Hakimi was caught in possession, but he was fouled. It's the decision of the man from Tunisia, Alex Telles, with the foul. Hakimi is back on his feet, no cap. Free kick taken by again, taken long in the direction of Hakim Ziyech, headed out to play by Alex Telles. Thrown in taken by Hakimi. Amrabat back to the right full-back. Faghed to Romain Saiss. So the foul, it is on En-Nesyri. Brazil have barely touched the ball yet. They've touched the Moroccan men more than they've touched the ball. That's the second free kick in the home side's favour. En-Nesyri fouled. Amrabat with the free kick quickly taken to Unahi. Ziyech. Unahi. Ashraf Hakimi back into Hakim Ziyech. Nicely played. Azzedine Unahi here for Morocco. Cleared away by Lucas Paqueta. Aguerd is there. Romain Saïss. Ziyech making a run down the near touchline. Aguerd decided not to use him, instead exchanging a pass with Azzedine Unahi. Goes long from Saïss. That's a really good ball to Sofiane Boufal. Boufal hitting the ground. Free kick hasn't been given. Mazraoui finds Amrabat. Now Unahi. Curled nicely away to Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech with the ball in, which is headed firmly away from inside the penalty area by Roger Ibanez. And now Brazil will look to counter. And Emerson goes to ground. It was just caught. It's going to be a free kick to Brazil. Emerson Royal. Just caught. Little touch. Good ball in that by Ziyech. Headed by Ibanez was good. Eder Militao. Nicely flicked onto Lucas Paqueta, but Hakimi in very quickly. Aguerd is there. Hussein Mazraoui didn't get a touch. It's a throw-in to Brazil, played by Emerson quickly. Lucas Paqueta with the forward ball. Ronnie trying to get involved for Brazil. Casemiro picks it up. There's a good pace about this game. Very good pace about the game. Ibanez to Eder Militao. Lucas Paqueta. Back to the Roma defender. Ibanez, and Eder Militao returns it back to the relatively inexperienced Ibanez, who's overhit that hugely. Easy for Yassi Bono. Here he is, Walid Regraoui, Parisian born, took over the Moroccan side only in August of last year. What an incredible 8 months it's been. Suppose that Ramon Menezes is going to get more than this one match in charge. The beating drums of the football rumour mill say that Brazil's next full-time coach might be Carlo Ancelotti. Saïss. Now he back into his captain with Sofiane Boufal. Amrabat saw a little gap and went for it. And the referee blows his whistle here. It's a free kick. Nahi caught by Ronnie, the Palmeiras striker. Ronnie is not new. He might be new to the Brazilian national team, but he's 27 years old. His inclusion based on current form, he's got a goal every other game in action for Palmeiras so far this season. There's a lot of big names not included. Rafinha, Richarlison, Neymar is injured. No Gabriel Martinelli, no Gabriel Jesus. No Alisson, no Fabinho. You can tell that Roger Menezes has worked with the Brazilian under-23s because he's included a few of them in this matchday squad. Menezes with the foul. It hasn't felt like a friendly international in the first 7 minutes. High tempo, high octane, high decibel count. And a free kick to Morocco, high up the pitch in Brazilian territory. Ashraf Hakimi is going to take it. Weverton in goal for Brazil. Played just a couple of minutes of the World Cup finals when he came on for Alisson in the round of 16 victory over Korea Republic. Hakim Ziyech with the curly ball in, punched away by Weverton, helped on its way. Hakimi to Yassine Bono. Brazil throw. Eder Militao to Emerson. Casemiro. Eder Militao. Kick out by Amrabat, picked up by Ziyech, and the break is on. Boufal's away to his left-hand side. Hakim Ziyech is weaving that way. This is Sofiane Boufal. Pulled back into Ziyech. Ziyech with a shot which was charged down before it had barely left his boot. Good defending by Eder Militao, that. Played in an African Nations Cup final for Morocco, did Walid Regragui. They lost it in Tunisia back in 2004. But nothing, I guess, will surpass in his career as player or manager what he achieved at the end of 2022. Eder Militao, Roger Ibanez, Alex Telles, Vinicius Junior, probably the best player in the world in his position at the moment. The Real Madrid and Brazil, number 11 on the ball here. Back into Vinicius Junior, and he's behind Ashraf Hakimi, immediately looking square to see if he could pick anybody out. Rodrigo couldn't get onto it. Very lively first 10 minutes indeed. Eder Militao. Rodrigo. Round the corner. Neatly into Vinicius Junior. Back into Rodrigo. On the inside, scampering across, and he'd seen it behind. It's going to be a corner kick to Brazil, though. Is played short to Lucas Paqueta and picked off by Hakim Ziyech. Boufal. Ziyech was knocked over as Morocco looked to counter. Hakimi is saying, is that not a yellow card? Good touch by Weverton now. 35 years old now, part of the Brazil gold medal winning Olympic squad from 2016 when they broke their duck in the Olympic Games. Romain Saiss. Confirmation of your starting lineups. And Sofiane Amrabat. Inahi. Ziyech. Nicely done. Hakimi in Nesiri in the middle, but Moroccan forwards are outnumbered about 2-1. Laifagay. Inahi just beaten to it. One back by Masraoui. Collected by Eder Militao. Neither side able to keep the ball for more than a touch or two at the moment. It's an Agayed header, which goes to Lucas Paqueta. Vinicius Junior, that was a lovely ball. Well blocked by Romain Saiss. Not done yet, Brazil. Lucas Paqueta forward. Great ball, and the chance is missed. Well, Yassine Bono came out, and Ronnie had the opportunity. It's quite a hefty collision, actually, between goalkeeper and striker. It's a great recovering intervention from Romain Saiss here to make it difficult for Ronnie, but in all truth, he's blazed it badly. Lovely ball into him, whether he was on or offside, it was very, very close. Didn't matter in the end, it's a goal kick. Yassine Bono with the clearance from Morocco. Paqueta immediately into Vinicius Junior. Masraoui has missed that, and Emerson goes down. He got himself inside the penalty area, and no sooner had he got inside the box than he fell to the turf, which was just a little bit too suspicious for the referee from Tunisia to buy. Again, Ziyech around the corner. That'll be a free kick to Morocco for the foul on Azzedine Ounahi. Good decision by the referee. He would have been quite within his rights to give a yellow card to Emerson. It was clearly a dive. Masraoui. Casemiro forward. Casemiro now under a bit of pressure and going to ground, as there was some contact from Boufal. Casemiro for Brazil. Ibanez. Lucas Paqueta trying to pick up the pace of that one-touch Brazilian passing. Amrabat's forward ball is picked off, and Brazil will build with Vinicius Junior. They're doubling up on him again, and Achraf Hakimi. Lucas Paqueta. Strong header by Romain Saiss. Emerson. Eder Militao. It's been a really good start to the game. Brazil have found their feet after a slightly shaky start, or at least a start in the first 4 or 5 minutes when they had very little of the ball. Eder Militao. Casemiro. Awkward bounce. It's Terrace. Achraf Hakimi is going to take this throw in. Having a little word with Ziyech. Nicely done. And then Hakimi running back into Ounahi. Didn't realise he was there. They were clogging up each other's space, and it's a throw into Brazil as a result. Again. Mazraoui. Nahi. Hakimi. Unai for Ziyech. Hakimi. Ziyech. Unahi, well played. Unahi's little ball is a cute one. En-Nesyri is onto it. Really well played this. Unahi again. El Kanous, Ziyech. Mazraoui just about wrestled away from Lucey Mazraoui, and now the space because Mazraoui, the left back's out of position. Emerson has fed the ball into Rodrigo. Casemiro, as the red shirt's got quickly back into position. Lucas Paqueta for Alex Telles. The shot from Casemiro didn't come off. Unahi couldn't run away with it. Casemiro retrieves the ball for Brazil. Amrabat with a strong challenge on Rodrigo, and the referee says there's no advantage. That's a free kick to Brazil. Vinicius Junior. Lucas Paqueta for Casemiro. Rodrigo couldn't keep the ball and keep on his feet. Sofyan Amrabat. El Kanous, a little bit of room here for Boufal. The pass was a little bit obvious into En-Nesyri from Boufal. Casemiro, Eder Militao, Emerson, Rodrigo, Lucas Paqueta, Hakimi, coolly done, again, El Kanous, nicely played by the youngster. Ziyech trying to spin it away to Sofiane Boufal. Cut out comfortably by Emerson. Lucas Paqueta, who's often the man who changes the pace of the Brazilian rhythm from slow to quick. Rodrigo into Vinicius Junior. Hakimi is there. Lucas Paqueta lets Vinicius Junior deal with it. Curling ball is a good one into Emerson. Boufal with a challenge. Mazraoui's there too, and they've taken it away from Emerson. Here is Sofiane Boufal. And now Romain Saiz. Ibanez. That's a good run and a good-looking ball. Well, he just needed the pitch to be about 5 meters longer. Hakimi for Morocco. Yassine Bono missed the World Cup game against Belgium, you may remember. So was taken ill after the anthems, called a few people out, didn't realise that he'd been replaced. Amrabat here, getting in a little spot of bother. Referee allows play to go on, and Boufal charges forward for Morocco, and then sends the ball away to Achraf Hakimi, who just chests it onto Ziyech. Ziyech looking for Boufal, he's got some room away from Emerson, and puts the shot just wide. Oh, it's a lovely effort, Mazraoui on the end of it. It's a great ball from Hakim Ziyech, Mazraoui forward from left back. Lovely little chest off and a turn away from Emerson to find space. And Mazraoui's shot was not far away, Everton was scrabbling a bit. Youssef Mazraoui, just wide. Forget, dealing with it well. See, Bono has given the ball away, and Brazil are in here. Bono with the block and the save. What an enormous let-off for the goalkeeper, Yassine Bono. Very lucky to get away with that. Azzedine Ounahi here from Morocco. The game's opening up now. Ziyech. Free kick, Morocco. Casemiro's just kicked the ball away from that free kick, which just goes to show you that none of the players, there's not a player on the pitch that is not treating this like everything depended upon it. Casemiro was so furious with the referee's decision that he kicked the ball away. Vinicius Junior has got himself involved. The referee from Tunisia is speaking to him. Alex Telles blocked off Ziyech. Referee blew his whistle. Now here's the let-off. Goodness me, they're lucky to get away with this. I suppose you could say it's a decent save by goalkeeper Yassine Bono in the end, but only because he made a hash of his clearance in the first place. Meantime, Morocco have a free kick, and Ziyech has a little twinkle in his eye. Hakim Ziyech with the ball into the penalty area, Weverton with the punch. Emerson. Very even possession. Vinicius Junior running in behind. Yassine Bono's lost that, and Vinicius scores for Brazil. Well, they're going to check for offside here. It's another Moroccan defensive mix-up, and the video system referee is checking this to see whether Vinicius's goal is going to count or not. Looks offside there. The header from Hakimi, Bono had come for it, got in the right mess. Vinicius put the ball in the net. The flag was up, and I think correctly so, as the ball was played over the top of the Moroccan defence in the first place. Vinicius Junior looked offside. Unlucky. Still waiting for the absolutely definitive result of this check. But I must admit, I felt that his first run and the ball over the top, he was just offside. Casemiro and Yassine Bono are being called over to talk to the referee. There are lasers being shined into players' faces. I saw it into Weverton's face as Ziyech was coming up to take that free kick a moment ago, and someone's trying to shine it into Casemiro's face. Not very clever, that. This is a very, very, very long check on this potential goal from Vinicius Junior. It's offside, and it's a free kick to Morocco, and I think that's the right decision. It's closer to it with the naked eye. He looked about half a pace offside with the naked eye. It was more like half a centimetre, but the goal does not stand. It's 0-0. Again, Bono. Twice now Morocco have dug a hole for themselves, and they're fortunate that Brazil have not made them pay. Here's Ziyech. Picked up by Bilal El Khanous, who couldn't keep hold of possession, but Brazil have given it back, and now they might be in. El Khanous, Boufal on the turn, and Morocco lead. Sofiane Boufal for Morocco. What a marvellous moment for him, and for the 65,000 predominantly Moroccan supporters in this stadium. Hakim Ziyech with a really positive run forward. That was a poor touch by Ibanez, and they never really got out of trouble. Boufal won the ball back, and then took the return pass and swiveled and directed it low past Weverton, who was wrong-footed completely by the pirouette from Morocco's Sofiane Boufal. And it's Morocco 1, Brazil 0 in Tangier. Sofiane Boufal's 7th goal for his country. And this electric atmosphere has just been notched up still more. 1-0, the home side lead. Half an hour played. Boufal, the goal scorer. Again for Romain Saiss. I'm feeling there's more goals in this game. El Khanous away to Masraoui. Forward to Unahi. It's a free kick to Brazil. And a little bit of nonsense here. Well, you'd never believe that this was a friendly international. Tunisian referee's got a job on. Getting some help from his assistants. It's a frenetic, volatile feeling atmosphere, and both sets of players are getting involved in it. Well, there's a bit of a hug now between Eder Militao and Bilal El Khanous, but they weren't hugging earlier. That's what sparked it. Morocco 1, Brazil 0. Alex Telles for Brazil. Rodrigo. So 4 attempts on target in the game in half an hour. One of them into the back of the net and counting. One from Vinicius Junior into the back of the net and not counting. Eder Militao with the forward ball for Brazil. What does Ramon Menezes make of this? The stand-in coach for the Seleção. What does he make of it? Morocco have a game against Peru on Tuesday. Look at the crowd. Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta's forward ball, looking for Vinicius Junior. Bono actually dropped that. He's not had his most secure 33 minutes, the Moroccan goalkeeper. It's a free kick. Taken by Casemiro. Lifted away to Emerson. Ibanez. Casemiro. Back in, and it's lofted over the top by Rodrigo. That's a big chance. Couldn't control the half volley. He's only ever scored once for Brazil, Rodrigo. This is his 13th appearance. Should have got that on target, really. Blazing it. The home crowd are absolutely loving every second of this. Pretty sure that Ramon Menezes is not. Hussein Mazraoui nearly put Morocco in front before Sofiane Boufal did. Into Bono to Amrabat. Romain Saïs. Amrabat, Mazraoui. Saïs. Clearing Boufal. Nahi chasing it. Alex Telles is there. Now Eder Militao under pressure from Sofiane Boufal, who just caught him. Eder Militao not impressed with this challenge. You can see why when you see it in slow motion. Amrabat getting away from the young debutant Andre Santos, wearing number 8 for Brazil. Signed by Chelsea and then loaned to Vasco da Gama, and they couldn't get him a work permit. This is his international debut. En-Nesyri. Still going, Ziyech forward, Boufal forward. En-Nesyri. Decent cross, chance for Ziyech. Bit wild, Hakim Ziyech. Right, he loved the build-up, rightly so. Ziyech reflects on a real opportunity. Good play by En-Nesyri, carried it a long.
Hey!
No.
por eso tengo tiempo para leer mensajes. ¿Está jugando Neymar? Preguntan, no, Neymar no está jugando, no está ni siquiera en el banco de suplentes. Y Neymar, nos sigue preguntando aquí Santi Mendoza, Neymar está lesionado y por eso hoy no juega. Saludo enorme para todos los que se siguen sumando desde Venezuela. Santi Barbera, saludo enorme para Samantha, gran abrazo. Mucha gente acompañándonos, mucha gente sumándose a través de la pantalla de YouTube de La Casaca. Saludo enorme también para la gente que nos sigue. El abrazo grande para Antonella, que nos sigue en Instagram. Saludos, Antonella. Abrazo enorme. Ahí le escribimos, le mandamos el audio también por Instagram. El saludo desde Cuba para Ernesto. Saludos. Arroba La Casaca TV, nuestro Instagram. Saludos gigante. Abrazo grande también para Jenny Ramírez de Tobar, Mérida, Venezuela. Saludos gigante. Abrazo desde Venezuela a Huicho Pérez. Saludo enorme. Abrazo grande entonces para él. Saludo para Huicho Pérez. Arroba La Casaca TV, nuestro Instagram. Otra vez nos pregunta Mili si empatan se van a penales. No te va a volver a responder porque ya lo he hecho. Así que creo que quedó clara la respuesta. Saludo enorme. Abrazo gigante también para Samantha, para Lop, para Tony. Vamos a dejar su like y suscribirse, dicen. Saludo enorme también, por supuesto, a todos los que nos están acompañando a través de la pantalla de YouTube de La Casaca Fútbol. Recordá que si te suscribís aparece tu nombre en pantalla. Saludo enorme para Lorena, Diego, Rocío, Milagros y Fran. Abrazo grande. Saludo gigante. Un abrazo para Cindo Rodríguez en Misiones, en Argentina. Abrazo enorme. Saludo más grande también, por supuesto, para todos los que nos están acompañando. Abrazo grande, mi hermano. Ahora le digo a la gente que te salude en el otro directo de Haití y Escocia. Dolorido y Yacine Bono. Se perdieron varios segundos. Se perdieron varios segundos. Dolorido, el arquero de Marruecos. Mientras tanto, más de 40.000 conectados en vivo. Abrazo fraterno de México para Germán. Saludo enorme. Y el abrazo también. Saludos desde Amenábar para Soy Alfon, que nos manda también un video viendo la transmisión. Gracias. Volvemos al juego. Por ahora se empata el partido 1-1 entre Brasil y Marruecos. Deja tu me gusta. Vamos por los 15.000. Vamos por los 15.000 likes. 14.259 son los que tenemos. La pelota la tiene ahora Brasil. Domina hacia atrás Mateus Cunha. Peligrosamente controlaba Magalhães. Hacia atrás deja Douglas. Toca el corto, Danilo, cerquita aparece Alison Becker, toma contacto del arquero con la pelota con sus pies, deja en corto hacia adelante buscando a Fabinho adelantado, tocando sobre la diestra ahora, despega el fútbol Brasil, 86 minutos, se termina el partido, Mauro.
Así es, mientras en la jugada anterior de Rafinha nos cortó el cambio del 21, fue Ama y Mouni, ya no tiene más cambios Brasil, todavía le queda una modificación a Marruecos y de momento estamos en los últimos 4 minutos de juego que Brasil termina jugando más, atacando los espacios y ahora Marruecos empieza a ser amigo de la pelota.
Gente, vamos por los 15.000, vamos por los 15.000 likes y vamos por los 881.000 suscriptores, estamos muy cerquita de los 881.000, ya somos más de 880.000. Saludos para Jeremy, para el amigo desde Denver, Colorado, en Venezuela. Nos dice Venezuela presente. Sigo de República Dominicana, dice Valo. 14.300 pulgares arriba. Vamos por los 15.000. Vamos por los 15.000 likes. Deja tu suscripción.